Canada's Brier Page 1-2 playoff. Matt Dunstone in Manitoba taking on Alberta and Kevin Koe. Winner gets a bye straight through to the finals, while the loser will play Team Canada and Brad Jacobs in the semi-final.
First end, Alberta facing one. Koe throwing his first with hammer, trying for the angle raise, but he drives it by. A mistake from Koe keeps Dunstone scoring one and heading to final stones. Dunstone throwing his last to the end, playing the tap on his own red. It's on a good line, and he bumps it forward into second shot position, so Koe is now facing two, throwing his last. And no easy shot to at least pick up the single. Coming in with good weight, but he drives it by again. It's a steal of one for Dunstone in the opening end. To the second, Dunstone now facing two, without hammer, throwing his last, playing the tap on the yellow. It just under curls, taps off the yellow and rolls away. He leaves it out enough, so Koe with a chance to respond in a big way.
Clean.
And in this game, you've got two teams that
Clean.
defensively play very well. They have yet, either of them, to give up a three.
Clean.
But Dunstone could give one up right now.
Curl. Curl.
Tardy.
Hard curl. Curl.
And don't roll away. There you go. Koe.
It's a three spot in the second. After giving up the steal, Koe answers right back, converting on the hammer, and makes it 3-1 after two. To the third, Dunstone sitting one, throwing his last with hammer, playing the draw, trying to pick up the deuce. It's on a good line, but does it have enough? And it does just get there. Good for the deuce. There was a measure for three, but it was the yellow that was third shot. So this one is tied at three. Fourth end, Koe facing one, throwing his last with hammer, trying for the raise on the yellow to be sitting two. And the veteran Skip nails the shot, picks up the deuce. The two Skips trading impressive shots, and it's Alberta up 5-3. Fifth end, Dunstone facing five, so in trouble, throwing his first to the end with hammer, and check this one out. Makes the triple. Both reds in the ring spill away, so it's two yellow scoring, but Dunstone with a big shot. Then, after Koe played a draw to top eight, Dunstone throwing his last, just needs a piece of the four to score, uses the backing and picks up the single, and this one is 5-4 heading to the break. Now in the sixth, Dunstone facing two without hammer, going for the double and possibly force the single with his last to the end, makes both Yellowstones disappear. The shooter does spill away out of the rings, but a massive shot as Dunstone could have been giving up three if he missed it. Instead, Koe would throw his rock through, and it's a blank in the sixth. To the seventh end, Koe facing three with hammer, throwing his first to the end, going for the double, gets the first one, but he rolls underneath the second, leaving two scoring for Dunstone. Koe looking for his first Brier final appearance since 2022. Dunstone played a draw to back eight with his last to the end, so Koe being forced to the single, able to play the nose hit, and he does just that. Koe picks up the one, and it's 7-4 heading to the eighth. Dunstone facing one with hammer, throwing his first to the end, playing the hit on the yellow. He makes that hit, that one disappears, and he rolls the shooter over into a great spot, tapping the other yellow, and it's Manitoba sitting two, heading to the final stones of the end. Koe now throwing its last, coming in with peel weight, makes the hit, and the shooter rolls away without touching anything else, so avoiding the possible score of three and giving Dunstone a fairly open draw for the deuce. Dunstone with his last just needs full eight, and that is no issue. Gets into the 4 foot, and it's a deuce, tying this one at 6. In the ninth, Koe facing three, being forced to the single, but it's not a straightforward shot. He makes the hit on the red, and the shooter doesn't roll a lot, so it's a single for Koe, and he takes the 7-6 lead heading to the 10th. Now, in that 10th end, Dunstone facing three with hammer and trying for the deuce to win.
Good way. Whoa, Pete. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. 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 Clean. Whoa.
Can get shot if he just sits there, but he wants to roll towards the center line. EJ Harnden now, here we go. Get it across the nose, roll it towards center line, and they will. Shot rock. That's your tie point. Sitting back button. Remember Caitlin Laws? Didn't she do something similar, trying to get Stone to the shot rock? Final Stone right now. It is a tie game. Dunstone and Manitoba have their rock sitting. Back button. Carrick Martin, you got to get through that hole, though. Here you go, through that hole. Through that hole. Oh, you did. Are you going to angle this back? You do, and move it out and back.
Go, 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 go.
To sit the 2, and third shot is Dunstone. Back 12. Third shot, back 12. Will it come into play? Final Stone. The run double. Block takes up his position. Here we go, straightening it out. Have you got this? Run it back. Bang. And no, they will not.
Oh. They just curved it a millimeter early.
And they will have to settle for the single.
Dunstone forced to the single, and we are going to an extra end. In the extra, Koe is facing one, but with second shot, and I'll send it back to Vic.
Firm. Straight. Straight. Hard.
Carrick Martin really leaning on it. Run it back. Bang. And he got them both. Ooh-wee, Koe.
Oh, my goodness.
To sit the 2. Oh.
What a shot by the Alberta skip. He makes the run back double to be sitting 2, putting a lot of pressure on Dunstone, needing to draw to be shot rock and somehow steal. Dunstone with his last, and he is nowhere close, and that will do it. Koe comes away with the win, picking up the deuce in the extra end. He will play in the final Sunday night for Dunstone. He will play Team Canada and Brad Jacobs in the semi-final. 9-7, the final of this one.